Hey guys, it's Andres here.
And I'm James.
Welcome to our contest results video celebrating the King of Wa himself, Waluigi. So recently we had a contest asking you guys which Mario characters deserve their own game, and you guys gave us a bunch of really cool answers. We have the results video for that, but we got a lot of comments asking, where's Waluigi? Well, we don't have anything against Waluigi, it's just that nobody really fought for him in the comments. Nobody gave any fantastic ideas for Waluigi. So of course we decided to have a contest exclusively for Waluigi, and we picked our top 5 favorites, and we've got some honorable mentions. We appreciate everybody's feedback. I mean, I wish we could choose them all because a lot of you guys got really creative, but we did say we're gonna pick 5.
We have our top 5 picks, and they were very cool, creative answers. Just be, respectful of the answers. This was just for fun. This is just a informal contest. I even have my weird-looking headphones on. We're just gonna read them to you, and hopefully we picked yours.
Alright, our number 5 pick was an idea by Jasper L entitled Waluigi the Untrusted Hero. I'm gonna read a little summary here so my eyes aren't gonna be on the camera because I'm unprofessional. Jasper's game begins as Waluigi strolls down the streets of Diamond City. As he walks, he comes across a newspaper stand and pays a coin for a paper. As he flips through, he once again reads about all the success and adventures his friends have had, including Wario. Waluigi is reminded of the fact that most people think of him as a shady good-for-nothing. Something is finally triggered in him, and he hatches a plan. In order to redeem himself, Waluigi decides he will conquer all the baddies throughout the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond. Wart, King K. Rool, King Boo, the Koopalings, and eventually Bowser, hoping to earn his name as the greatest hero/villain. So that's the premise of this game, and he's got some gameplay details as well. It would be a 3D beat-em-up platformer, kind of a combination of Hyrule Warriors and Wario World. Each level would contain various waves of enemies and more as you progress, and a boss wave at the end of each. So Jasper tells us that Waluigi's moves would consist of a lot of throwbacks, such as Stomp from Mario Party 3, a tennis racket, water bending from Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and more. Also, after defeating each boss, Waluigi would obtain their weapon and be able to use it as an item. For example, if he were to defeat Roy, the Koopaling, he would acquire his Bullet Bill Blaster to use as a shoulder cannon or a turret. If he were to beat Kamek, he would obtain his wand to cast spells on his enemies. And then another cool thing he mentions is that the hub world would be Diamond City itself. You would have the ability to visit different shops, talk with NPCs, train on an army of test dummies. Throughout the game, Waluigi would also be able to gain a scale of heroism, which would directly affect what the citizens think of you. And the higher your popularity with the citizens, the more sidekicks you can unlock, such as Wario, Ashley, and some new characters as well. And if you were to play multiplayer with 2 players, the second player would take on one of these roles. And that's basically Jasper's idea. Waluigi, untrusted hero, super cool.
Number 4 goes to Baconator 9000! Baconator 9000 titles his Waluigi game Waluigi Twist and Turns. And I'm going to go through the plot here and the gameplay, and I'm gonna be looking down, sorry. I've got my pewter right here. An evil spirit imprisoned within an ancient kingdom breaks loose and plans to use the power of the kingdom's ruler to form a great empire. While this is all going on, the kingdom's princess sends out a trusted advisor, a shape-shifting fairy, to find one of the legendary Mario Bros. As this fairy is searching for these heroes, she happens upon Waluigi. This fairy has always heard of, but has never seen the Mario Bros. So when she saw Waluigi, he fit the description. Overalls, gloves, mustache, and a puffy hat. What are those hats anyway? They're like not regular ball caps. She went on to beg for his help, explaining the whole situation. The only thing that caught Waluigi's attention was that if he stopped the evil spirit, he was promised fame and fortune. The 2 things Waluigi breathed his next breath for. So that's the plot. The gameplay is Waluigi is accompanied by the shapeshifter, who acts as a guide and right-hand man. The shapeshifter transforms into a Wii U gamepad, and then he has in parentheses, or whatever new console they have for the game. The player must guide themselves in a traditional 2D side-scroller game while using the gamepad and stylus to move heavy objects and solve puzzles to advance through the levels. This mechanic leaves room for hidden missions alternate routes, and collectibles. Power-ups can also make appearances, like one involving tennis rackets, or some that turn the shapeshifter into different objects. It requires you to use them to progress through the levels and find hidden secrets. I thought this was a creative way to introduce a game starring Waluigi. Kind of makes him the hero, but also keeps his greediness and selfishness intact. Obviously, there's many side-scrollers out there, but none with Waluigi, as we know, and what could make this one more unique is perhaps focusing on the gamepad to solve puzzles and move objects around and stuff like that. Of course, you need, as Baconator pointed out, a unique power-ups that distinguish Waluigi. I thought that was pretty cool. Awesome job, Baconator 9000.
Number 3 was created by Mystery Blocks and is called Waluigi On The Spot. Hear me out. Waluigi takes a trip to Diamond City again to visit his partner in crime, Wario, who shows him his latest invention, the Telmet, as seen in the game Wario Master of Disguise. Wario explains that this device can transport anything in and out of the television. Waluigi grabs the device, excited to try it out for himself, but accidentally causes a malfunction. Oh, Waluigi. Unable to control the Telmet, the device zaps Wario's TV, unleashing a villain called Televiki. To Waluigi's horror, Televiki begins running rampant through Diamond City, transforming its many areas into TV-like programs and mind-controlling its citizens, including Wario. It is now up to Waluigi to rescue the city and stop Televiki before she can transform the world into a robotic TV-like state. Alright, so in this game, Waluigi's abilities would include swimming through the air, my personal Waluigi favorite move, drill kick, ram with his elbow similar to Wario, and a lot more. And the Telmet would be able to transform him into different forms, such as Kung Fu Waluigi, Pizza Waluigi, Football Waluigi, and Alien Waluigi, which would actually be really cool to see and I think fits the weirdness of Waluigi. You would obtain weapons throughout like a tennis racket, electric guitar, a laser. There would be unique altered levels by Televiki throughout the city, such as a Japanese campsite, a haunted theater, a pizza place with dinosaurs, outer space themed casino, a futuristic university, and he had a lot more ideas. The game's bosses would be many familiar faces of Diamond City who have been mind controlled by Televiki, such as Ashley, Orbulon, Cat and Anna, Dry Cry
Bowser. By Krauser.
I can't read. Dr. Crygore, as well as others. These characters would be returned to their original states once Waluigi defeats them. And after rescuing these characters, Waluigi would obtain a signal, which he would then use to contact these characters later on through the Telmet to help aid him in battle. So yeah.
Number 2 is Mr. Bailey Bogart. And Bailey writes, it would be called Waluigi the Fortune of Gareth. Waluigi is an underappreciated character. He deserves more development, and especially a story. The game would start out like every normal day for Waluigi, swimming in the loads of coins his brother has made. Is Wario Waluigi's brother? Confirmed.
No,
right here.
Actually.
Oh, really?
No, I looked it up. Wario is actually not his brother. They never really get into specifics, but the latest games just say like they're business partners and friends.
But Wario is fed up. Why should Waluigi get some of the fortune that Wario made? He tells Waluigi that if he doesn't bring back a big enough fortune, he won't be able to have any of his. So Waluigi ventures off into the woods and finds a mysterious map. He gets sucked into the map and is spit out into the kingdom of Gorathon. A fairy named Joanna comes out of nowhere and explains what happened. Apparently, the finder of the map has a chance at a lovely fortune and has the aid of Joanna. But where is the fortune? Waluigi soon finds out that the greedy king in this kingdom, named King Bucks, has the biggest collection of treasure known to man. It's up to Waluigi to use his weirdness, hiding, dancing, being noisy, powers given to him by Joanna, gadgets and other useful items like spring bombs and decoys, make your way around the castle, collect coins, and most importantly, get that treasure. It could also go more into why Waluigi has such a weird nature. Maybe his swimming in the air, sweet dance moves, and other abilities come into play and are explained for why he has them. So multiplayer for Wii U would have Player 2 as Joanna, which would collect coins, like how Player 2 in Mario Galaxy collects star bits that go into the final total count of coins. I love your vids, guys. Keep up the amazing work. Well, thank you.
Aw, thanks, Bogart.
I thought that this was another game that could really bring out the character of Waluigi. I like how a lot of you are coming up with ways to keep Waluigi as a mischievous coin stealer. Because I think when we look at Waluigi, that's what we see, and I like how a lot of you are trying to kind of use that to come up with ideas, obviously. Anyways.
Okay, before we get to the number 1 spot, here are some honorable mentions. No particular order, just some honorable mentions that we really like.
And here's the winner. The winner of the most creative, in our opinion, was Shogoth882.
Wait, he's number 1 again?
Wait, what?
He was number 1 last time. And he was number 5
Man.
in our first contest. I did not realize that was him.
Really?
Shog, good freaking job. Stop being so creative.
I guess I forgot that. Hey, congratulations. The title is Super Shaitan Fraud, Waluigi's Revenge. Everyone thinks they're just so great, and everything good has to happen to those good-for-nothings in the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, if Waluigi can't be the hero of his own adventure, he'll just see how happy everyone is when their adventures and rewards are screwed up by Waluigi. Being a jerk in a video game is generally fun. So the idea I have here is to plot Waluigi down into the large, open-ended levels where there's a lot going on, and give him the opportunity to cause mischief on a big scale. I imagine something like Hitman or Naughty Bear, but instead of killing the NPCs, you're just inconveniencing them, or making them look foolish. To do this, there would be a number of interactable objects in each level that Waluigi can either steal or sabotage. In a Mushroom Castle party-themed area, for example, I think it would be funny to hide a Mega Mushroom in a drink. An unsuspecting Toad would take the drink, grow, and cause a lot of destruction while freaking out about what happened. It would also be great to expand that concept into giving each NPC like a Sim-style comfort meter, perhaps. The thought of Waluigi sabotaging, snack tables, so that everything there would make the Toads need to use the bathroom is funny enough, but then going on to sabotage the bathroom, potentially the first bathroom depicted in the Mario game, would lead to a set piece of hilarity. I would add in a wanted system and some health elements. Once Waluigi does enough bad stuff in a level, there should be a threat of someone catching him and punishing him. This could be how we introduce more well-known characters like Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi, and even Bowser or King Boo. And Shogoth, I think that this idea has great potential to be a game that really develops a distinctiveness to the character of Waluigi, and is something that I don't even think we've ever seen before in a mainstream Mario game. And if I may add to your idea, maybe having Waluigi mess up different scenes from historic games, for example like Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion, having Waluigi and Mario screw up while they're trying to reach their goals and stuff. I thought it was a great idea. I think it would be a funny game too. It would be kind of more comedic than other games in the past. I thought it was very creative. So that's that. Now how do we wrap this up?
Alright, congratulations again to the top 5. Congratulations again, Shog, for making every single contest we've done. You guys need to knock him off his throne the next time we do a contest, which I don't know when that'll be. Thank you to everyone who participated. We had fun reading your comments.
Thanks for the support. It means a lot. If you liked this video or if you hated this video, click the like button. Subscribe to Erickson Gaming if Waluigi is your favorite character, and if he's not your favorite character. Subscribe to Erickson Gaming for more contests and tournaments that we're doing, discussions, reviews, all that same crap that we usually do.
Thanks again, guys.